Yeah, they haven't been away for a fortnight or so it's going to be pretty tough conditions down there with the wind and the rain that's been predicted and the rain they're getting. So it'll be not anything new to us. We've had those conditions quite a lot down there.
Is it that good? Like we've seen, I guess they've always had to win in a lot of different ways this year and over the last few weeks, but another different scenario for them to just test themselves in this run to finals now.
Yeah, you can look at it that way. It's certainly, we've played in some different climates right throughout the season. Coming from the climate in Vegas to Townsville, Darwin, and New Zealand, which was, they're also tough conditions over there. So, yeah, we've been in different circumstances or different conditions. So, it'll be something we'll handle okay.
We were talking with Joe yesterday about maybe one of the differences this year that the group doesn't seem to drop their heads when they get into a tough situation, like I guess halftime last week, and they just seem to be able to move on very quickly this year. Like, have you noticed that maturity, I guess, despite quite a young group?
There's been a lot of work going into that, and the younger players actually, sometimes got that young attitude. Oh well, let's keep going. There times that happens because they're disappointed because they want to be good, they want to be playing well, they want to win. So they were a bit dejected at the break last week, but I actually reconfirmed how well I thought we were playing. There was a couple of errors they scored tries off. A couple of errors that we made that they scored tries off, and we let them back in. But we bounced back, which is a good sign.
Finishing those games really strong in the last few weeks, but for the nerves, would you like it to just be a bit more of an argument performance this week?
Look, it's to answer your question simply is yes, but it's not going to be. You look at last night's game. Everyone thinks that certain teams are just going to roll through other teams, and it's not the case. There's performances out there, and there's teams performing out there that are still playing for pride and still playing for positions in the 8.
Do you do anything different to prepare for potentially wet or windy conditions out there in the training pitch?
Yeah, we do. We create some scenarios here at training, but it's for what's being predicted. It's pretty hard to create. So it's going to be, I think, fairly windy, and it's quite wet there now apparently.
That might be an advantage for Jamal and his kicking game, which has been extraordinary this year. How important has he been?
Kicking games, it's important every week, and with the winds that are predicted, we've played in those before down there, and there's going to be one very, very difficult half of football if it's predicted the way, if it actually occurs the way it's predicted. So kicking game is important, but against those types of winds, there's a lot more comes into it. You've got to have a pretty healthy set of 6 in regards to getting your team into a position to get to a kick.
There's obviously a lot of excitement around this season. How do you keep a lid on it, Ricky? And how do you sort of keep the guys focused each and every week?
Well, it's easier for us. We don't listen to it. We're here every day talking about our plan going forward, and the boys don't get caught up in it, and that's really for a young group, it's a very mature mentality.